Alright guys, quick weekly recap here for April 13th. So not too much has changed. The S&P 500 just kind of looks trash. The Nvidias of the world, the AMDs, the big tech stuff. No good structure here. If anything, based on my system, you get the sell signals, so something like XLK, you'd short on a bounce. So in terms of good looking trend to the upside, let me show you a little bit what we're trading here. First and foremost is energy. We've had buy signals here since mid-February. Now you got your daily squeeze, you still got the stacked EMAs, you got the green 10x bars. So I do think this daily squeeze is gearing up to fire to the upside. And with that, you should get some more continuation in names like Chevron. We got some Oxy in the options room right now. You could go with EOG. Here's Devon today, and even Fang. Okay. So pretty much I think across the board, anything energy related has probably got some good structure, probably got some good buy signals. As long as that's the case, we're looking for higher prices here in energy. So we got some Oxy along. Gotta be careful where you say that. We got God, I'll never grow up. We got some positions on Oxy, and we got some call debit spreads here on XLE. So good structure. I think you want to pay attention to that. Next up, guys, is healthcare. And I think in the last video I mentioned, look to buy the dip if we got a dip in healthcare. And we got the dip. We're getting the support here to 21. We got the stacked EMAs. All good looking stuff. So in terms of some options here in healthcare, UNH does look pretty good. We got the green lights. Everything lines up. The only issue is earnings is on the 14th, which is tomorrow. So no position here just yet. Guess we got to see how earnings goes. I think in the meantime, keep an eye on Pfizer. So we took a position yesterday in Pfizer. You got the initial push. You got the pullback to the 21. And for now, you got support. You got some buy signals in this brand new daily squeeze. Stacked EMAs, all the good stuff. And you got a few squeezes here in addition to the daily. You got a good-looking weekly chart. So momentum's not positive just yet. But if you look back here, we're going through that rotation. You go through that histogram rotation. Once you go from yellow to light blue, probably going to get into some good trend here. So for now, we got our position on Pfizer, which is, let me see, earnings. See, there's the other thing. Keep in mind, we got earnings left and right. Earnings on the 3rd, so we're playing the push here into earnings. So energy, healthcare, and then you've got the consumer staples. No pullback just yet, but if we get one, we'll probably take some action in a few of them here. So I do think I might have missed an entry in Costco. I mean, like super strong. Got the green lights over there, a bunch of buy signals. It didn't get quite to the 21 EMA. Could have at least scaled in. So Costco looks really good here. Altria, I think we traded 4 or 5 times. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. If we can get a dip here, we'll do that again. But then you got names like Coca-Cola. Okay. Really good structure, pretty good looking trend. What else do we have here? There's Altria, there's Coca-Cola, there's Costco. Oh yeah, the big Walmart. Walmart looking pretty bullish as well. So energy, healthcare, XLP, and then one more pick for you guys here that we picked up. We got a position yesterday in the options room, and I think such a solid setup here, and I'll show you why. But I liked it so much, I did get the mastery into this as well. So for starters, we have buy signals since, let's see, call that mid-March. So going on a month now, we got the buy signals, and if I can show you this real quick, you know, my favorite kind of, call it combination, but really my favorite setup, if we want to get like detailed here, is we're in an uptrend, you know, based on a few different things, right? So we're above the weekly 21 EMA, you know, there's positively stacked EMAs, you got some green 10x bars, and we have the buy signals, and then you got a bunch of nested squeezes, meaning you know, it's a daily squeeze, but inside the daily squeeze is a 4-hour, and inside of that there's a 2-hour, a 60-minute, a 30-minute. usually some pretty good shit. So we are jumping into U.S. Steel here, X. Got the green lights, and as I mentioned, you got the daily squeeze and the 4-hour. So a lot of times in that daily squeeze, or pretty much anywhere near that daily 21 EMA, a lot of these nice moves to the upside, or another way to look at it, a lot of times that daily squeeze is going to fire when under the surface a 4-hour squeeze fires to the upside. So I'm not too sure. Let's see. If we kind of go here, grab this bad boy. Now you're back at your daily 21, you're in consolidation mode, then you get the rip. Well, if we look back here, there's your 4-hour squeeze. So in terms of triggering that move, you got to get the shift of momentum there on the histogram. Red, yellow to light blue. Right now, we've got the 4-hour squeeze, but we're still in that shift phase. Which a lot of times, if you're doing that in good structure and good trend, not a bad little early entry, call it. So for steel here, we are looking for a push into pretty much just about $40. You get 2 ATR around 39. You got key resistance at 39.25. Could break could break through there, and it could run. So that's what we're focusing on, guys. And for me right now, it's really a focus on if I'm going to get long, I need to buy signals. If I'm going to short something, I need some sell signals. So these weren't room trades, but I do have a short at the moment on EA Sports. And we got the sell signals, we got a daily squeeze, negative histogram, negatively stacked EMAs. So I do have a short on EA Sports, and I've also got a short on Uber. Negatively stacked EMAs on the weekly chart, the daily chart, red 10x bars on the weekly and the daily, and we got the sell signals here. So short in that under the daily 21, and another trade I took that again wasn't a room trade, but a position here on ATI. This has had buy signals since early February. So what I'm trying to do right now, of course in the mastery, and for those of you in the mastery, I'm just trying to kind of pump out a higher frequency of trades, based on these signals. But as I continue to kind of work with these, and kind of simpler, typical simpler fashion, at some point we'll do a webinar, show you all the proof, all that good stuff. But call it the last 8 weeks or so. And again, some of these have been in the options room of the mastery. Some of them have just been on my own. 34 trades, 27 winners, 7 losses, and here's what I got open right now. Some Oxy, some GLD, pretty much the trades we talked about here tonight. Now, a lot of these were shorts, so the Uber, the Comcast, Snapchat, Dash, ADI, ANET, one of the winning trades in IWM, those were shorts. Then, Apple, Ford, the energy names, Altria, the rest of those were longs. So the whole point of this, these buy signals, these sell signals, mind you, I use it, so it's kind of designed based on, what works for me and what's going to be helpful for me as a trader on a day-to-day. I get these buy signals, or we'll look at something bearish here. I get these signals when a weekly chart and a daily chart, so, both time frames have to line up. But I get these signals bullish or bearish when both the weekly chart and the daily chart, fit all my, might be 10 or so things. But they fit my list of criteria for trend, structure, momentum. So I only want to get short when the trend, structure, momentum is fully aligned to the downside on the weekly and the daily. And we're working on this for, the 4-hour chart, the 30-minute chart, etc. But just a little preface in terms of what we got coming your way there. But there you have it, guys. Focus on, in my opinion, the energy sector, healthcare, consumer staples, and then, your materials, which is XLB. So there's a lot to like there. We're picking up some U.S. Steel, and we would like to buy names like CCJ on a dip. freaking natural gas here. If that ever pulls back, we'd like to buy that on a dip. Names like Mosaic, whole lot more. So there you have it, guys. Hope you're having a good week, and I'll talk to you in the next one.